What's going on, smart people? Before this video gets started, I just want to say that I'm doing online physics and math Skype tutoring. If you want to find out more information, go to dotsontutoring.simplybook.me. Okay, cool. Moving on. As most of you know, I've gotten pretty into making these YouTube videos. Aside from the week that I was moving to New Mexico, I've made a new video every single day for almost 160 days. And I do it because it's fun and it gives me an excuse to do something cool that day, whether it's make some derivation or a funny video. It makes me do something. I don't do well just sitting on my hands. I need some way of occupying all of my time. I'm kind of like a shark. If I stop moving, I'll die. I also don't know if that's a true fact. But YouTube, or science communication as a whole, is not the end goal for me. It's not something I see myself stopping, because I think I'm starting to get the hang of it, and being able to communicate something without trying to make yourself sound smart is a skill that should be repopularized. But first and foremost, in as broad terms as possible, I want to be a scientist. I want to be a researcher. I like the idea of learning something that no one has ever known before. And if it helps society, that's great. But that's just, I'll leave that to the engineers. But I like figuring things out, and I like problem solving. Honestly, I never really stopped being a 5-year-old. Let me try that again. I'm not a 5-year-old, but I think like one sometimes.
What is this desk made out of?
Well, it's made out of wood.
Yeah, but what is wood made out of?
It's mostly carbon.
What is that made?
You get the idea. And I'm biased, and I think that the field that gives me the tools to answer these kinds of questions is physics. So I want to be a scientist, researcher, and now we are on to physicist. And there's a bit of a junction here. Do I want to learn by conducting experiments that probe the inner workings of nature in a direct and hands-on way? No, not really. Or do I want to sit in a room all day scribbling on a whiteboard doing abstract mathematics and then writing computer codes to solve some of my abstract math problems that can't be done on paper with hopes of uncovering some deeper physics?
Hell yeah.
There's a name for these physics researchers who try to understand these phenomena through mathematics rather than conducting experiments. A theoretical physicist. As it turns out, saying theoretical physicist still isn't enough of an answer. There are many facets to physics. There's atomic, optics, nuclear, condensed matter, solid state. The list goes on, and there's barely enough time to master one of those in a lifetime. So you choose a specialty. And in my case, for example, I enjoy nuclear and particle physics. How do you describe the guts of a nucleus?
What does that mean?
And then you find out that people are tackling problems at that level in different ways. There's perturbative QCD, which is quantum chromodynamics. There's lattice QCD. And right now, I'm just trying to learn as much as I can about these fields. My last research internship was working with someone on the perturbative QCD side, and one of my professors just gave me a paper to start reviewing so I can learn more about lattice. I'm not going to try to explain these two branches because, frankly, I'm not there yet to where I can explain it and say, yeah, I'm going to put that on the internet forever. But within the next year or two, I have to decide which path I'm going to take and then get started on my PhD. And I kind of plan on pulling a Simon Clark and recording the entire process, but I'm also looking forward to what happens next, recording what it's like to do postdoctoral research in a field. But I'm just going to take it one step at a time, and knowing me, even at one step at a time, I'll find a way to trip. So what do I want to do when I grow up? Well, if it's my mom that asks, I want to do nuclear physics. If it's a physicist that's asking me, I'll get back to you. Let me know in the comment section what you want to be when you grow up, and I'll see you guys there.